Okay, so number 1 is Alien Shadows. Number 2 is Beacon of Hope. All done? Number 3, I'd like to thank the author for taking a lot of trouble in coming up with a title for this. This one's called B.
Be or not to be?
Yes, it's a B. Number 4 is Bittern Fly Past. Number 5 is Cheeky Monkeys. Number 6 is Do We Live in a Bubble? Number 7 is Fruit de Mer. Number 8 is Gore in the Jungle. Number 9 is Giving Him the Eye.
Oh.
Number 10 is Glass Wing Butterfly. Number 11. Thank you for the photographer for giving it a title I can hardly pronounce. It's Hoicheroscope. I think that's how you say it. Something like that. Number 12 is Highcliffe Castle. Number 13 is Homing Inn. Number 14 is Hover Racer. Number 15 is Jellyfish, Isle de Dragonera. Number 16 is juvenile grebe learning to take off. Number 17 is lounging in the library. '18 is medieval arsonist. '19 is migrant southern hawker. Number 20 is mind the posts. Number 21 is Ribby Hall. Number 22 is Silver Studded Blue. Number 23 is Smiling Tiger. Number 24 is South Sea Rose Garden. Number 25 is Squabbling Oyster Catchers. Number 26 is St John's Church. Number 27 is Sunken Barge. "28 is the Eagle Inn is Irie. "29 is the grass has grown under my feet.
Oh.
Number 30 is the setting sun at Hatchet Pond. Number 31, the Treasury Petra. Number 32 is the Wells.
Yes. Is that one cropped at the top and the bottom?
It seems to be off the pitch. Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. White line's a giveaway.
Yes. Yeah. I've just noticed now you've mentioned it. How's that?
Better.
That's it.
That's better.
Yeah. Want to score it again? Number 33 is Tides Out. Number 34 is Tower Ballroom.
Raining outside.
Well, thank you for reaching out and sharing that with us.
Number 35 is Unstable Cliff. How did they know his name's Cliff? Number 36 is walking the comedic floor.
I've got it.
Someone just reading the jokes.
Yeah, I've got it.
Number 37 is Waystone. Number 38 is Psychedelic Pompey. Number 39 is This Is Quite a Tricky Bag.
Read that two ways.
Well, yes.
Still raining.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least is number 40, Tyler's Delight or Nightmare. Whew. Okay, that completes the scoring. Gary, are you with us yet, voice-wise? Well, you got 5 minutes to sort it out. Right, I'm just gonna sort the scores. We'll just have 5-10 minute tea break.
Peter,
Yes,
when you
John.
get the score, could you give a number?
Pardon?
When you get the results, can you give the number?
Yeah, of course I can.
Number of
Yeah,
photograph?
yeah, we'll do. Right, give us 5. Oh,
Gary's going to phone Peter and put him on speakerphone.
That's 5. I thought we were scoring 7 to 10.
Zoom recording. Okay, very close to marking. I'll give the scores. Okay, you can see the screen, can't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. In 6th place with an average score of 8.65 was, when I can find it, number 15, which was Karen's Jellyfish.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, oh. Okay, then in 5th place, number 10, with an average score. The scores are really close here. Average score of not exactly 9 was Pete Yowden's Glasswing Butterfly.
Oh, good. Glad you liked it.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Mm.
Not bad for first attempt.
Yeah. In 4th place was an average score of 9.04 was number 19, which is Terry's Migrant Southern Hawker. Well done, Terry. And in 3rd was number 16, which is Gary's Juvenile Great Crested Grebe Learning to Take Off. To give you the full title. I couldn't remember what GCG was when I read it out. Losing the plot. So that had an average score of 9.08, and then second with an average score of 9.11 was mine, which is the Squabbling Oyster Catchers. And then in 1st place with an average score of 9.12, so 0.01 more than mine. I can't believe I've allowed this to happen when I'm doing the scores, but there you go. Just to show you that it's all honest and above board. Was Keith giving him the eye?
Yeah, excellent.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Well seen, isn't it? Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll discuss it in a minute. Right, so we'll go through them, and anybody's got any comments, as our main judge and our leader on critiquing has decided to turn his mic off. Let me just sort these back out into numerical order so I can.
Going to be quiet then, isn't it? Really?
Well, we might also get some good comments tonight. And I don't mean mine, I mean everybody else's. So feel free to chip in with whatever you want. Right, so first one up. That's got out the screen again, hasn't it? First one is Patty's. It's Alien Shadows. I think this is just something that's a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, the light's nice on the figures.
Yeah. Yes,
I
it
think
gives.
it's the shadows that make it, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's interesting to see so many different shadows. more than one light source.
Yeah,
It was Gary's octopus lights, I think, or however
Oh.
you describe them.
oh right,
Right.
yeah, he did. I remember? Yeah, we did this in the hall, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, the lights on the figures give the shape, don't they?
Yeah.
And then, like Keith says, the shadows behind add something to it, and have the two light sources. That's an interesting. It's good. It's well seen, I think.
Since Gary isn't able to talk about cropping, can we talk about it? I
Yeah.
wonder if you took a bit off the bottom, what it would
Yeah.
look.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
know whether she just didn't catch the bottom.
Yeah, well, at the bottom misses the bottom of them anyway, so it might as well be cropped a bit. And
Yeah.
it could look a little bit more dramatic if you took it up to just below the hands and you darken those shadows a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Good one though. Well seen.
Mm.
Number 2. This is Keith's Beacon of Hope.
I like
I mean,
that.
yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
The light on.
Lovely
some
lights, yeah.
balls. Yeah. it's
That-
fabulous.
yeah, that was the lighting. I've accentuated it a little bit in the editing, but really that's why I took the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's come out
Yes,
really
it stands out, doesn't it? It makes the building stand out. And obviously it's given the shape and a lot of form to the bridge.
And it lasted 10 seconds and it was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is very much like that,
Yeah.
isn't it? Well done, Keith. Good one. Number 3 is Bob's bee. Where was this, Bob? In the garden?
In the garden.
Yeah. It's nice on the, just trying to see where it's very sharp on that
Yeah, it's
back leg. It's the
Very-
issue.
it was very hard to. It was quite breezy.
Yeah,
Plus the bees moving around on the
Yeah.
leaf makes it move as well. So
it's very difficult, isn't it? It shows how
Yeah.
difficult it is to get
yeah,
the focus right where you want it.
yeah.
Good effort though. Now this is Pete Naylor's Bittern Fly Past. Where was this, Pete?
It's Lake and Heath Fen up in Suffolk.
Oh right.
Did you have to wait long?
Yeah, about 4 days, I think. So still that one.
Dedication.
Yeah. Fortunately, I had 4 days.
So unusual.
Yeah, it's good. It's getting. You said you were having problems, weren't you, with focusing and getting
Yeah,
it, but you just about nailed it here.
I have. Yeah, and it was kind of like it came from nowhere, so I wasn't. I was kind of looking the other way. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
turn around, there it is. Oh. So I didn't have a lot of time to think about it. I think maybe that helped.
Yeah, good, well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Nice
it's good.
colouring on the bird. I've never seen a bittern.
No, I don't think I have.
I
Had a few. I've had a few points in the bitter.
And then you saw flying birds.
Yeah.
No, it's very good. Well done, Pete.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Number 5 is Janet's. It says
Nice.
cheeky monkeys here, but she did tell me that it was Patty and Karen. I thought she said.
Yeah. I should have called it that.
You should have, shouldn't you?
But we're very beautiful.
It's a lovely photo, and I like love the way they're looking at you. You got
Yeah.
you caught the eye, light in the
Yeah, they
eyes,
are.
and they're looking straight at the camera, aren't they?
Yeah.
Where did you take this, Janet?
It's in India in the jungle.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, it's
Maybe-
right.
Maybe just darken the background down a little bit
Yeah,
to make
Yeah.
it stand out.
I think
Yeah.
probably
Or a
probably
bit
put a
of
vignette, put a
a
vignette on
around
it.
it, yeah.
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 I would say so. I guess the challenge is to make the background a bit less distracting, so you really
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
at vignettes one way to go.
Yeah, yeah, possibly.
You could
really
also
easy.
maybe desaturate slightly,
Yeah.
you know, in the for anything that isn't a monkey.
Yeah, yeah, that would work as well. I think.
Yeah.
Good, well done. It's a good one. That.
I think they're shocked at what they're looking at.
I like this.
Yeah, this is Terry's. Number 6. Do we live in a bubble?
That's really well put together.
Yeah.
Tell us how you
I
did it,
didn't.
Terry. Anything special here?
No, I tidied up some little specks of dirt and cropped in a lot, and that's it. It was a bubble actually in a Swanwick lake. I was stunned when I actually zoomed in and looked at what I'd taken, because I think there were some moorhens or something swimming around. I had a long lens on. I saw this big, it's about an inch across probably, just surfaced, and I had about 5 seconds before it popped, and I grabbed a couple of shots, and I was amazed when I looked at it. Like I said, all I've done is little specks of dirt off the water and off the edge of the bubble. So I don't quite know what it's reflecting, and I don't quite know how it's.
Brilliant shot.
Well, I think it's rather good actually. I like it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Sort of minimalist look to it, with a bit of blue all around. What would make it, I suppose, would be if you had a bird flying by and you got that distorted in that bit of light sky. That would look great.
Not much, do you really?
Next time. No, we could put that in quite easily now that we've mentioned it.
Well, you have to bend it, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those glass balls.
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Well,
No,
really well caught. That is really well caught.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what's reflecting what in that, whether it's the surface of the bubble or the water inside the bubble, and there's a bit of a meniscus around the edges reflecting some of it. It's Swanwick Lakes, which is sort of surrounded by trees, and it was sort of late, early evening, so a golden hour almost, and a clear blue sky. Yeah, it wasn't that day, but it's the same pond.
Those lakes.
So it's interesting. You've got that curved greenery outside the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a meniscus of the bubble. The water on the edge of the bubble reflecting that, but I'm not really quite sure what's reflecting the inside bit. But I said I was pretty amazed when I zoomed in and looked at it. It was quite a lot because it obviously wasn't very big. But anyway,
I'm surprised. A terrific shot. Well done.
The more you look at it, the more you describe what's happened.
Yeah.
Thing is, I wonder if that would get lost with the judge, because you couldn't obviously explain it to him. Because, like I said, I thought it was one of those glass balls. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
What also is interesting about it, by chance probably, but the fact that mini reflection in the lake itself makes it look like it's hovering.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? Brilliant. This is Patty's Fruit de Mer.
Oh, yes, please.
It's really clear. It would make a really nice sort of poster for a restaurant, seafood restaurant, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
It's
it's lovely and sharp.
Yeah, it is.
Well exposed.
Good colour in there.
Yeah, it is.
It's a phone picture.
Pardon?
It's easy. It's a phone picture. It's a phone picture.
Oh,
is it? I'll tell her off.
Well, it's all right. I'm not complaining, but the phone gets a lot of things right for you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
iPhone 13. It was. Yeah.
So this is Janet's. This is Gower. Is it Gaur?
I think the Gore.
Gore, is it? Gore in the jungle.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a handsome beast, isn't he?
Yeah, he's big, actually.
Hey?
They're very big.
Big, yeah.
I thought that was a Cape buffalo, but obviously not.
No, it's Indian.
Yeah. What I was going to ask is whether that's the sort of enhanced or otherwise. Are those the natural colours of the horns and the ears?
No, those are his colours. I mean, I probably brought it up a bit, but he is like that. Yeah.
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 Just
You
slightly
can't help-
burnt it.
Nice detail in the fur in the head.
Just slightly burnt out on the horns on the snout.
Just there.
Yeah. And the background could have been darkened, I reckon, to make him stand out.
Yeah, possibly.
Otherwise,
Problem is he's dark, isn't he?
yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. I think he probably stands out not too bad. Good picture.
If you had ears like that, Pete, you'd stand out as well.
I have got ears like that.
Oh, that's your long hair covering you up then.
I like the haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's curiously enough, it does look like that, doesn't it?
And number 9
Oh,
is
I
the
like
one that came
I like
first, which is
that.
Keith, giving him the eye.
Yeah, it's clever.
I'll see.
Very well caught, that one.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Well, how long did you spend waiting for that? Okay.
Not very long, actually. No, there's a bit of luck in it, obviously, but I spotted the location, which is in Salisbury, and I stood there just photographing people going by, and this one hit the nail on the head, really. The building itself it is a bit more interesting than shown, and I cropped it to keep it extremely simple and symmetrical, and worked on making everything level and so on. So you have these layers, but otherwise just a bit of luck.
I think that maybe that grid at the top right hand corner ought to come out.
Could come out.
Apart from that, I think the rest of it is absolutely lovely, but I can't
come out. I
think
thought
keep looking at the grid.
I thought about it. But,
Yeah. Nice though. The good thing, he's got his foot in the air, so you got that sense of
yeah,
movement.
and there was luck there. Really, I should have taken it on burst mode so that you get all the steps, but
Yes.
I, as it was, I just had struck lucky.
Yeah. Saw
Very
the
nice.
moment.
Very nice.
It is very good. Number 10, that's Pete Yalden's glass-wing butterfly.
Nice crop and crystal clear as well.
Very good. Isn't it?
It is.
I used the 14 to 150 lens, and most of the pictures I took at 150, a lot of them come out of focus. That one I done on 33, and it was quite a bit bigger than that. But when I cropped it in, it was really, really sharp. I didn't have to do much to it apart from crop it. So using the 150, it seems like a good idea, but that's the fact if you get like a bit further away, it seems to be better, sharper,
Yeah.
And sorry, just to explain to people that Peter is using an Olympus camera, and you double the effective focal length if you want the full frame equivalent. So when he says 150, he means 300 in full frame terms.
Yeah,
right.
So 30 is about 60 millimeters full frame, isn't it? Something like that.
Probably a bit too far, I suppose. Perhaps the 150.
So it's almost a standard lens, that.
Yeah,
right.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. But I see a YouTube chap went to another butterfly place, and he was using 150 mil, and I thought, well, perhaps that's what you got to use. But in actual fact, it doesn't really need to be that big. You can go down smaller and still get a really sharp picture.
Yeah, no, it's
It's
really
lovely.
good.
It's lovely and
So
sharp.
I've learned something.
Good. Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Was
Definitely,
it a
yeah.
butterfly case in Portsmouth?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's by Canoe Lake there. It's called a National History Museum.
Yeah,
and it's really it's free. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I went there, but I didn't get a picture as good as yours.
Oh,
yeah. I think it's called Cumberland House, isn't it? Natural History Museum.
That's the one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mondays.
Yeah, I went there on your advice. I thought I'll give it a try.
Yeah. It's only like a big greenhouse at the back of the
That's
place.
all it is, isn't it? Yeah.
And they
As
have
I say, when you
Sorry,
can compare it with one of the Isle of Wight, it's like, really, really small. The Isle of Wight one's a lot bigger, and a lot hotter. Once you're in about 10 minutes, you've had enough. You need to get out.
They have is it a beehive or a apiary? What do you call a bee place? Anyway, they have a beehive upstairs as well.
Apiary.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Yes, I'm glad they're behind
Yeah,
glass though.
It's very dark, very hard to
Yeah.
photograph those. But yeah,
Yeah, you get up
They're
close, you can
kind of
see them
like
moving around, but when you
a glass beehive
away,
and
yeah.
a pipe goes out through the wall for them to come in and out.
Yeah, yeah. Glad
Yeah,
it goes outside, not inside.
Anyway, well done, Pete.
Oh,
Now,
thanks.
this is Terry's. Terry, how do you pronounce this?
Well, the plants are hookera. I think people usually say hookera, so
Hookera.
hookeroscope.
Hookeroscope.
Yeah,
And what is
which is
that?
a play on kaleidoscope because it's a hooker
Right,
leaf.
okay.
But they're actually sort of prized for their leaves more than the flowers. So Sharon bought one in from the garden, told me to take a photo, and it does make quite impressive.
Is it as symmetrical as that naturally, Terry, or have you manipulated this?
It is sort of like a kaleidoscope filter effect. So it's 6 repetitions in a circle. But yeah, the veins, well, it has got those yellow veins through the plant, so that when it did the kaleidoscope thing, it made these patterns. So I didn't do anything more than this kaleidoscope filter thing.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it's good. Number 12 is John White's Highcliffe Castle. It's
lovely exposure, isn't it?
Yeah,
rather
it
than-
was. John's photos are always the same, aren't they? They're always lovely, nicely exposed. Got some nice shadow on the building in places. Gives it that bit of 3D effect, isn't it? Nice.
Yeah.
Very good, John. You're still there? Or you gone to bed?
I'm still here. I'm gone.
Wasn't sure it was yours because I couldn't see Colin in the photo.
No, he was around. He's behind.
Yeah, he's in the next one. I think of yours. I think.
There's a lot of writing on it as well, isn't there?
Oh yeah, on the building.
Yeah.
They did a huge amount of refurbishment there last couple of years. Well, 5 years now.
This one's Bob's homing in. I like the movement.
Very difficult shot by chance with that green background and the 3 colours in the background.
Yeah,
It looks very striking, I thought.
Does nice the movement in the wings.
Yeah.
Was lucky to get it that sharp with my shaky hands.
Well, are you trying to tell me the wings were still then?
No.
No, well done, Bob. And this is Dave McGill's hover race.
Great action shot, that.
It is, isn't it? I think what I'd like is just to brighten up if you could just brighten his face up a bit, because you got that look in his eyes, haven't you, where he's concentrating on where he's going. Maybe just bring that up a bit, but it's good action shot, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can imagine the movement.
Well,
it's
and
tilted over.
There's enough in the frame as well that you can see the wake of his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent.
Yeah, very good.
Very noisy.
Yes. This is Karen's.
I like this.
Yeah, jellyfish.
On the Isla de la, what is it, Dragonera?
Dragonera, yeah.
Yeah, Dragonera.
So where was this you took this?
It's off of a little island off of Mallorca.
Oh, right, okay.
And that was just floating in the harbour when we were about to get back on the boat to go back to the mainland.
Yeah. Oh, well seen.
Yeah.
So it's only with my camera. No, nothing fancy.
No. Well, you don't need it's the photographer, not the equipment. It's seeing the photo, isn't it?
It's the eye.
Yes. Well done.
I just sharpened it a bit, so that's all.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
This is Gary's. He can't answer back, so we can say what we want here.
I
So
like
this
this.
is, yeah, the juvenile great crested grebe learning to take off.
I like the lighting on this.
Yeah. It's nice and
The
sharp,
wolf.
isn't it?
The splash of the water.
Yeah.
And the droplets. That's good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this, is there at all?
There must be something we can crop.
Well, yeah, I think he might have got it about right, actually.
Did he crop too much off the bottom?
Yeah, should we say crop too much
Yeah.
off? Yeah. That's really good. That came third.
Good grief.
And then was this this is Pete Yalden's lounging in the library. Was this one of these days where they were all reenacting things?
No, they're not real people.
Oh, are they not?
No, this is at Warwick Castle.
Oh, right.
It's got some lovely rooms in there, same as that.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
But just not the way the whole thing goes into the picture, you know, like leads you right in that.
Yes.
And you know, when you see these people sitting and standing, you think they're real people, but they're not. They're just models.
Warwick Castle was owned by Madame Tussauds.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
That's probably
Yeah.
why then.
Yeah, my granddaughter works for Madame Tussauds.
Apparently they've had a bit of practice at this sort of thing, haven't they?
Yeah, there was a rope going right across the front and a board up there and all that. But you can't see it now. So I made it disappear.
Oh, well done.
Good.
And you
Yeah,
can't,
it's really
and
nice.
you
It's a
can't
lot
see
better
the-
without that.
You can't see the join either.
No.
You've
Nice,
got the
nice
bird
colours
spots,
though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice light in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nicely exposed.
It is.
It is good, isn't it? Yeah, that was done with a 7.5mm on the focal Paul thirds, and it's got manual focusing.
Right.
And you've got to get it right, but it's 7.5. You can get most things in focus anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gives you a nice wide, shot.
Yeah, it's well captured. It's very
It's right,
good.
isn't
It is.
Thanks.
I like it. This is Dave McGill's Medieval Arsonist.
Good job it didn't have hiccups.
Yeah. Just as well he didn't breathe in, wasn't it?
Had moments, but
Yeah, I bet. Where
They
was
also
this,
did-
Dave?
This is Old Sarum when they had the knights fighting thing, whatever. To be honest, this
right.
is the most interesting bit.
Yeah.
Especially when he does it upside down, but
You
Does it
caught
what?
where?
Upside down.
Oh, does he?
yeah.
Oh,
But it looks weird as a photo. Well,
Yes.
it looks weird anyway.
but you've caught the where he's blowing out the fuel.
Yeah.
Haven't you? That's really good.
Yes.
He's also slimmed a bit.
Slim to it.
It's very good. Well exposed, isn't it?
Thanks.
This is Terry's Migrant Southern Hawker.
To get this in flight must be very hard.
Reasonably, yes. it was quite. It was actually taken Hillsey lines, sort of in between Portsmouth and the motorway, and there's a freshwater moat place, and there were a few dragonflies, and this one was hanging around reasonably well, sort of in one place. So,
Yeah.
well, it was darting around all over the place, but it wasn't sort of disappearing. So I got a lot of chances, and this was one of the sharp ones.
What
Yeah.
lens?
It's actually the big Olympus lens of 150 to 400.
Yeah.
Which is
Which again, you've got a
recent
double,
investment.
so that's 300 to 800 full frame.
yes, yeah.
So it's a really long lens. Your technique to capture insects in flight is very enviable, Terry. It's quite amazing. You've done this before.
I've done it with flash with a macro lens before. This was just sunlight with a big long lens because you can't get that close to dragonflies. But you just got to try. I can't remember. I don't think I've got the red dot sight on top of to use with a long lens. but it's a bit awkward because you get the parallax error, so you have to sort of aim 4 or 5 inches high because the red dot is 4 inches higher than the center of the lens or something. But it does mean you can track things around. You don't lose them in the viewfinder quite so well. So I can't remember which. I was probably doing a bit of both when I was trying to get this one.
Gosh.
Very good.
Well caught though.
Yeah, yeah. With a long lens, it's not easy.
Yeah. Keeping things in the viewfinder with a long lens, isn't it? Especially zooms.
Well, that's where
that's
where the red dot helps. But if you get it in the viewfinder, they disappear and you can't find them again.
This is, what one's this? This is number 20, which is John White's Mind the Posts. Well seen. It's just it would be nice if he could have been a little bit nearer the post, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Maybe cropped a bit off the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually missed the best shot because when he carried on, two swimmers jumped off into the water.
Oh, blimey.
He only just missed them, yeah.
Is that a night out, John?
Not a night out, no.
He's not allowed out at night.
No, of course I'm not. No.
The home cat closes the doors at 6.
Cheeky devil.
They're becoming a bit of a pest, some of these jet skis.
Yeah, they do whiz around a bit, don't they?
Yeah, there have been quite a lot of complaints about
That was at the Ealing, yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
was
see
it?
Ealing. Yeah, I can see it at Ealing.
Well, the fishermen at Calshot got really fed up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet.
They're going to start clamping down, I think, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's funny, a few weeks back that one broke down in mid-channel.
Yeah.
This is Dennis Peters' Ribby Hall. Oh, I'm still there, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just had a message come up. Your internet is destabilized.
You paid the bill?
Yeah, I have.
It'd be nice if they hadn't switched the fountain off as I was setting up to take the photograph, but there you go.
I like the colours reflected, the lights.
Where's this place, Dennis?
It's near Blackpool.
Oh, right, okay.
And yeah, it was. Bear in mind, it was pouring with rain, and I had a beer waiting for me inside, and I switched the fountain off. and you will get the Blackpool illumination, so be grateful for that.
Yeah.
I've never seen them.
No, very good. We had that night out trying to do the butterflies out at Longdown. Well, I took this one a fortnight before we went, when there seemed to be a lot more out there than the night we went.
Oh, right.
That was what we were trying to photograph.
Oh, that's what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I liked about it, which someone pointed out to me last week, which I hadn't noticed, was the shadow of the butterflies in the leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah? Did anyone else see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well
Yeah,
then
it's
it
nice.
needs cropping, doesn't it?
Sorry?
It needs cropping because we missed that.
Yeah.
Bit off the bottom, bit off the right.
Yeah,
and
get more of the
get the
shadow.
shadow bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be right. Could be a little edit job. Because there's a lot more leaves to the left, but I took those out because they were out of focus. And they were too much out of focus, But hey ho, I might do that. Try and get the shadow, make a bit more feature of the shadow.
Yeah, bit more contrast. Sharon saw it before I did. She saw it.
Now the next one is 23 is Janet's, which Smiling Tiger's the title. If that's him smiling, I'd like to see him in a bad mood. It's a lovely photo.
He looks confused.
It's nice and sharp. I wondered whether it had been cropped a bit too hard to the right. I'd have liked to have seen a bit more to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a shade more for him to look into, sort of thing.
It was a bit difficult to take, actually. There were a lot of of people trying to take pictures. We
Oh,
were on
yes.
safari.
Mm.
We were on safari, and it was
Haven't been on a safari in Africa
yeah.
where there's nothing between you and an animal that would tear you to pieces if it was interested. I know how difficult it is to get these.
Yeah.
You did well to get it without camera shake.
Yeah.
I went to
tigers.
I went to
Tigers are very
Blackpool the weekend. Sorry. I went to
Carry on.
Blackpool the weekend. They tear you to pieces up there as well without any protection.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mm,
That's good. Good one. 24 is Pete Alden's South Sea Rose Garden.
hmm.
It's on the same trip as when I went to the museum.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Butterflies.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Hmm.
I think it was like certain times of the year you got a lot more roses out. I think now they're just sort of dying off a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still quite a few there. It's hell of a nice place to go to. It's nice and relaxing, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, very good. This is mine. This is the one that came second, which is the Squabbling Oyster Catchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Like the way they're looking at each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't do too
Retraction
much
shot.
interacting. That was about it, really. And then they did part. I don't know what they're squabbling about, really. They were having a go at each other, but
All right.
Mm.
Where
The
was
one
it?
on the left in particular with, the feathers forwards. It's really
yeah,
good.
this was down at Pennington, Lymington.
Oh,
the
yeah.
key, the
Okay.
key where we've been. Where I think we've been there, haven't we? Walk round the bay
Dog
there.
flats.
Yeah, mud flats and that.
And then go to the compass.
Yeah, that's it. We have been there, haven't we?
No, we haven't. Well, I've been, but not with the club.
Or the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It's changed hands though, hasn't it? It's
Oh, has
not as
it?
good as it used to be. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's a bit different
Yeah.
now though.
Yeah, it wasn't. We went in the gun. We went in, and somebody had. Yeah, it was there that had somebody had something to eat. Yeah, some fish, burger and chips, and he said, "I can have some mayonnaise." I think it was. And the bloke brought him out this smallest pot you've ever seen, and there was just a thin slither of mayo in there. And he actually sent it back and asked for some more because they certainly weren't going to bring the bottle out.
No, it's not as good as it used to be.
No.
You say this is the pot that used to have mayonnaise in it.
And this is St. John's Church. You see what I said about that's Colin on the right there, isn't it, John?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
He gets
He's got to
everywhere,
talk
doesn't he?
to somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like you're about to punch a cyclist. That's a far more interesting photograph of those two. Looks like they're squabbled, aren't they? They're back with your oyster catchers having a squabble there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Where's this church, John?
Well, I don't know whether you find it, Peter. I mean, it's out in the country, isn't it? No, one of my hobbies is going around country lanes, and I used to do that when I was cycle racing. Of course, nowadays in a car, the lanes are narrow. It's somewhere near, when you go to Farney Mountain Spar Shot.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of the roads off of there. Well, not far from where you went to the Bluebells up there this year, didn't you?
Yeah,
not
I know.
far from there. There used to be a village there, and the village is completely gone, and that's about 500 or 600 years old, I think. The main part of it. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice setting.
Well, it was in those days.
Very nice.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Now this is Bob's Sunken Barge.
I thought that was lovely.
Why
the sky, everything about it, nicely exposed. And
it's got a little bit of infrared about it, hasn't it?
Almost. You should have stood in the middle of the river to get it balanced a bit better.
Although I've done that a couple of years ago.
What, on purpose?
No, I was pushing the boat out, and the dog decided to abandon the boat, so I had to jump in after him.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Where is it?
Irene done it the first night out. pushing the narrowboat round, and all we heard was "Nanny's in the water."
Where was this, Bob?
This is up near where the daughter lives. It's on the Grand Union up near Watford.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
right, okay.
Watford Gap up and on the A5.
Right, okay. I know.
Northampton.
Yeah.
Northamptonshire.
This is Keith's. The
Right,
eagle
this one.
in his eyrie. Is it eyrie?
Eerie.
Eerie.
Ear,
Mm.
which
Eerie.
is like a
Eerie.
lofty nest.
Yes.
I love this picture. It's amazing.
It isn't an eagle. Can anyone guess
A
what
pigeon.
it is?
Pigeon.
Yes, it's
Oh.
a pigeon.
A big pigeon. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I still like the picture though.
Yeah, I did too. But it's taken again in Salisbury. You know the watermill there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You poke your camera through the railings. You can see the pigeons doing this with the water churning, and so I tried to get a silhouette and make it a bit dramatic.
Oh, it worked.
Oh,
It
it's
certainly worked. Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent. Well, I've seen that.
Yes, the water makes it, isn't
Yeah. Great. This is Pete Naylor's. The grass has grown under my feet.
it?
It has, hasn't it? What's that? An old roller?
It's a roller, yeah. It was.
Is that an old cricket ground or something then?
No, this is on the same reserve I took that bitten, so it's the same weekend as
Oh, right.
back in May time, I think. But yeah, I saw that and I thought that's got to be a photo. It's just kind of the irony of,
Yeah. I wonder what it would look in black and white.
That's what I was wondering.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Black and white and just whack the contrast up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Give that a go.
Worth trying.
Bring out some of the texture of that roller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One for you to try, Pete.
I'll give that a go. Thank you.
And this is Karen's. The settings, this just to prove on one of our nights out that we do get some nice sunsets. doesn't always rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Is that? Did you have to do anything to that?
No, it's me. No, on the camera, it's got a couple of sunset settings. So one's a more yellowy golden one, and one's this more bluey purple setting. And so I used that and then just heightened the colours. But it was a magnificent sun that night, wasn't it? Those that were there. And it seemed that big. It was Saturn.
Yeah, well taken. It was. This was yours as well. What was it? Is it the Treasury Petra?
The Treasury at Petra. That's
Petra.
Jordan. Yeah.
Oh right.
That's where what's his name? Oh,
Harrison Ford.
That's it.
Yeah.
Harrison
The
Ford.
film.
The
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
The second one. Third one.
Oh, I can't remember the film, but that's where
Right.
they
So
filmed
where was
it.
this? This was filmed in Watford, was it? At the studios.
I went there before it's got busy, basically.
Yeah.
So when did I go there? Oh, I don't know, in the early 90s maybe.
Right.
No, late 90s. And now they've got like camels sat all along there and hordes of people. But
it's not what it was.
No, we were quite lucky. There weren't many people there in those days. And that's Craig there, so it gives it a bit perspective as to the size of it, really.
Yeah.
In the door.
It's in Jordan, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is 32. This is Gary's, the Wells. Obviously, Wales in Somerset.
I like that one as well.
Yeah, it's nice and sharp, isn't it? Colour's nice, and the light on the building.
As Gary can't talk,
yeah,
You'd be cropped.
I'd have cropped
I agree.
I'd have cropped the bottom up a bit because it's not so interesting as the rest of the picture.
No.
Yeah.
If you make it almost a square, it looks really quite smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he's taken that on board.
We've told him before.
Yeah, he doesn't take a lot of notice.
Practice what you preach.
Isn't it good though? He can't answer back.
He'll make up for it next time.
Yeah, he will, I know. This is Patty's Tides Out, which I guess this was taken at
Ashlet
Creek.
Yeah, when we went and the tide was out.
Yeah. Well, it's got the makings of a great photo, but it's just too overexposed.
It's just toning down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they just got that down a bit, it would make a lovely the shapes and different.
It's difficult to tell because of the subject matter, but is the foreground focused?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think difficult to tell where the folk that sharp there.
That centre bank is very sharp.
Yeah.
But of course, mud is not exactly what you'd call a sharply defined subject.
No, I just think if you could have got the exposure a bit, get rid of some of those highlights, you'd think it would it'd look really good. Depends whether she took it with raw or not.
No, she won't.
You say that with certainty.
She's my friend. We're as bad as each other.
This is Dennis's terrible ballroom.
I think it's a lesson here for the camera club is that take your time when you email your photographs and make sure you sent the right photograph that you thought you sent and not the one you have sent. So next month you may get the correct Tower Ballroom photograph, but it's not this one.
Okay.
So, which is a shame, really.
I knew that. Yeah.
As you can see, it's sliding down to the right-hand side.
Yeah, but that's somebody's fallen over in the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me. That's me falling over in the corner. All that dancing, I was knackered.
We'll await the proper.
Yeah,
one,
I'll yes, yeah. You can delete that one.
Yeah, okay, we'll do. 7. What he got actually, strangely enough. Number 35 is Pete Naylor's Unstable Cliff.
Is it as big as that?
I don't think so. Talk us through this.
That'd be a navigation hazard.
Yeah. So
you didn't see it.
This is when we went to Leap that evening, and
right.
I just walked as far as I could, and then I saw the sign, and I thought, well, that's like Unstable Cliff. So obviously with Pomp in the background, I thought that's quite cool. And then fortunately that guy Cliff walked along as well, and I thought, well, so actually what I've done is I've cropped the bottom of the sign, and it's kind of I've kind of just erased the bottom of the sign. So it's actually it was right in front of me, and it's kind of left a nice
I see
water and stuff behind it.
Yeah, I'm with you. So the sign was right by you.
Yeah.
You cut the bottom bit out. That's good.
Yeah. So it's just a little bit of a joke, really. It's kind of like it's kind of like a slight on Pompey, but fortunately Cliff turned up and.
Very good. This is Dennis Peters as well. Walking the comedic floor. Yeah, very good.
Blackpool again.
Yeah.
All my photographs are 4 days old, so at least they're fresh. No, I like this. I was looking at the floor, which is actually quite impressive. They've got a load of comedians, a load of jokes and punchlines and things.
Yeah.
And then these people walked across it who were doing some sort of charity walk.
Yeah.
And I was crouched down quite low. I got several of them, but I prefer this one because I like the curving lights.
Yeah.
Give you a bit of perspective. So yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Jokes are quite funny as well.
That because it's so windy there.
Probably. That funny dome thing on the in the middle next to the girl is actually a lamp, but it sort of dominated the picture, so I just reduced it and made it a little blob.
They're
Right.
like Christmas
okay.
ones, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, yeah, they are.
With baubles.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm.
Well seen. This is
I
Gary's
like this.
Waystone.
This is lovely.
Mm,
Yeah.
Good.
Really lovely. I like that a lot.
yeah.
You could have that on your
That's just the sort of thing you can see on your wall, isn't it? That you wouldn't get fed up with looking at.
No, there's lots of things there to look at now.
very sharp.
Where are we cropping it?
Just about an inch off the bottom.
I think it's very well composed, isn't it? Because
Yes, it is.
you've got that stone on the thirds, which is traditional. You've
Yeah.
got some nice layering, haven't you? Coloured layers.
Yeah.
There's a sort of symmetry between the dark water and the light bit of the sky on either side of the green as well.
Mm,
It the whole thing works rather well.
yeah.
And the
Yeah,
heather
well-
really looks like heather colour rather than, sort of sometimes you see it and it's very, very purple and just doesn't look right, but that looks really nice, I think.
Mm. Yeah. Well done, Gary. It's a good one. Number 38 is Dave Murphy's Psychedelic Pompey. Nice shapes. I love the curve on it. Obviously, this was in Portsmouth, Dave.
Yeah, it was. You walk around a corner, there's just bland concrete buildings, and then suddenly that's right in your face with the sun shining on it. Of course, you get the reflections on it. It is really, really striking. It was difficult to get a framing of that, but that's what I picked in the end.
Yeah,
yeah. It's a shame. I like the picture, but it's just that bit of that light from that building underneath the second arch in.
Oh yeah, I could have taken that out, couldn't I?
Yeah.
And that sort of drew my eye when I first saw it. I mean, I actually do like the picture. So.
I think it used to be the Zurich Insurance Building, I think, and I think it's students' flats now, probably.
Right.
Probably, yeah.
Well done, Dave. The last three are all Dave's because we had a bit of trouble getting them sent across, so they got added a bit after all the others were done. So this is his. This is quite a tricky bag.
It wasn't intended to be a pun, but curiously enough, just after I took that photograph, Roy was taking something nearby. The woman turned around and saw him, and she gave him a load of verbal.
Oh, did she?
So yeah.
Oh.
It's actually street photography is actually quite difficult.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
So where was that taken?
That's a market in Portsmouth.
All right.
What I'm trying to do is use photographs that I've taken on the last trip or two that I've gone out instead of poring over my archives, if you like. And so Keith, Roy and myself went down to Portsmouth and did a walkabout. Keith knows the area quite well because he used to work on occasions at the university. But yeah, that was a good trip out. I enjoyed that. And that's what I got.
But she didn't like having a photo taken then.
I think the problem we had was that she had a little boy with him. And possibly, just possibly, she wondered who was taking that we were taking photographs of children, which we weren't. But it illustrated quite nicely the difficulty of street photography when you've got things in the scene that you weren't looking at because you were looking at something else.
Yeah.
It's but I should keep persevering.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just darken that two in the middle, the two people with the girl and the boy at the background, just darken down slight.
I did that a bit because if I tried to darken them too much, it looked a bit obvious.
Yeah.
So I blurred them and grayed them off. But as you say, it could have done with a bit more.
Yeah. Otherwise,
yeah. Well seen. Obviously, the last one, Jules, I guess that was on the same trip.
Yeah.
Tyler's Delight or Nightmare.
Well, this is absolutely my kind of picture. I love this. I just patterns.
Yeah, it's got lovely lines in it.
Aren't they blocks, not tiles?
Oh, yeah, but I can say what they're like. I think I'm not sure whether they're blocks or tiles. To be honest, I don't know. What I liked was the way that the stark black lines over the sort of heavy pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Very geometrical. I think I would want to get rid of the little triangle on the left-hand side there at the bottom.
Yeah, you could have cropped it in a bit, but then I'd have lost the bit going over the top, which I did try. I spent ages fiddling with the crops. You know, like for example, on the top right, see where I've truncated the apex of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I moved it up to include all of that, I had far too much of the glass work in the background. So
yeah,
very tricky to crop.
Oh, so you've done a great job, actually. The only thing I would have done, Dave, as well, is the little spots of light at the top because of the peeling paint.
Oh yeah, get shot of those.
I would just peel them, I think, because
yeah, that's a good point.
You ought to be focusing just on that pattern and not anything else.
Yeah.
But it's just a little tidy up, and like that bit there on that rail.
Yeah.
And you can see the cursor. It's only little things.
Yeah, it was pretty tatty because it was it's in dire need of a bit of TLC.
That's what I was going to say.
I mean, a bit tatty. It's Portsmouth.
Well seen.
Yeah, well done. But that's it. Well done, everybody. I think there's some great photos there again.
Very high standard.
Yeah. So
I just put John's church in chat.
Oh right, yes, lovely.
Oh,
thanks, Terry. Okay, right, that's it for this evening. Next, we'll be back to Tuesday again next week, and we'll be in the hall. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but I'll have a chat with Gary, and sure we'll think of something. I'll have a chat with him when he can talk to me.
Okay. Get a knock on his door.
Do that resizing.
I'll see you later, guys. I've got to shoot off, so.